तुम्हाला होस्ट केलंय सर.
ओके सर, सुरू करतो.
हो.
स्टार्ट करतो. Good morning, friends. So in inverse trigonometry functions, yesterday we have discussed how to find principal value of the inverse function, and principal values are based on the range of that particular inverse function. Now, based on properties of trigonometry functions, allied angles, etc., also compound angles, etc., we are going to study some additional properties of inverse trigonometry function. Now, properties are useful while solving equations or while solving composite functions. So in case of sine function and sine inverse function, let us see the first property. Now, see this. You know that sine pi by 6 is half. And also, we have discussed this sine inverse of half is pi by 6. So this is sine function and its inverse function. So since sine pi by 6 is half, we can say that sine inverse of half is pi by 6. Now, if you take composite function of sine and sine inverse, for example, if function is of this type, y is equal to sine inverse of sine x. Now, when it is sine inverse of sine x, first of all, we have to mention this, means we have to consider this domain. It should be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Sine inverse of sine x. So sine x can be defined for all real numbers. But since it is sine inverse of sine x, we have to consider this restricted domain, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now, when y is equal to sine inverse of sine x, then y is equal to x. For example, if I write y is equal to sine inverse of sine pi by 6. So sine pi by 6 will be half. So this becomes sine inverse of half, and sine inverse of half is pi by 6. So when it is sine inverse of sine x and x in this interval, then we can apply this property and we can write directly y is equal to x. So here y is equal to sine inverse of sine pi by 6. We can write directly it is pi by 6. So why this value is x? There is one more reason for that, or one more method that we can verify this, why it is x. You know that if two functions f and g, so if these two functions are inverse of each other, if these two functions are inverse of each other, then you know the composite function of this. In functions lesson you have studied this. So what is the composite function of this f and g? It is either f of g means f of g of x, or it can be g of f of x, that is g of x. And this function is always identity function, means x. You have studied this property. When two functions are inverse of each other, then their composite function is always identity function, or even you can use this method to cross-check the inverse function, whether it is correct or not. Here also, these two functions are inverse of each other, sine x and sine inverse x. So these are the two inverse functions. This is the composite function. So y is equal to sine inverse of sine x. Therefore, y is equal to x. So this is the property of sine function. Now, while solving questions on this property, or while using this property, remember this condition is necessary. X should be between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here, sine inverse of sine pi by 6 is pi by 6. But see, observe this second example carefully. If it is sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 4. Now, what is the property? Sine inverse of sine x is x. So sine inverse of sine pi by 6 is pi by 6. But sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 4 is not 3 pi by 4. It is not 3 pi by 4. So why not it is 3 pi by 4? Because see the condition, x, this value 3 pi by 4 is not in this interval. Then how to find the value of y here? It is sine inverse of. Now for sine 3 pi by 4, we are going to use the allied angle formula and write the ratio or write the function for equivalent angle such that x or theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So see here, it is sine 3 pi by 4. We can write this as sine of pi minus pi by 4. Because pi minus pi by 4 is 3 pi by 4. And that is equal to sine inverse of, now allied angle formula, you know the result, sine pi minus theta. Sine pi minus theta is sine theta. So this is sine pi by 4. And now this value is permissible. Permissible means it is allowed because this is in the given interval, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this answer is pi by 4. Okay, so see once again, sine inverse of sine x is x. Sine inverse of sine pi by 6 is directly pi by 6 because pi by 6 belongs to this interval. But sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 4 we cannot write directly x, that is 3 pi by 4 here, because this value is not in this interval. That is principal value branch of sine inverse function. So first we use allied angle formula, then simplify it, and now we can take this value as x. So value of sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 4 is pi by 4. So note down these two examples. So this is the first property, that is sine inverse of sine x is equal to x, where x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by. Similarly, we can write cos inverse of cos x. Cos inverse of cos x is also x, provided that x belongs to interval 0 to pi. Now note this interval for cos inverse. As already we have discussed this, the range of cos inverse function. It should be 0 to pi, closed interval. Now for this cos inverse of cos x, let's take one example. Suppose you have to find value of cos inverse of cos of 4 pi by 3. Now cos inverse of cos x is x. Here cos inverse of cos 4 pi by 3. Can we write this as directly 4 pi by 3? Before you write this value of x, we have to take this value, whether it belongs to interval 0 to pi or not. But if you observe here, it is 4 pi by 3. So 4 pi by 3, it is greater than pi. So first of all, we are going to simplify this. Now cos inverse of cos of. Now how to split this 4 pi by 3? There is simple method to split this 4 pi by 3. Denominator is 3. So first take the multiple of 3. So 3 pi plus pi upon 3. And that is pi plus pi by 3. So this value is pi plus pi by 3. So it is cos inverse of pi plus pi by 3. Now use allied angle formula. Cos inverse of. Now what is cos of pi plus pi by 3? Cos of pi plus pi by 3 is, it is pi plus pi by 3. So it is in quadrant 3. So it is minus of cos of pi by 3. It is minus of cos pi by 3. Now, but here we get minus of cos pi by 3. So this becomes negative. But what is the formula? It is cos inverse of cos x is equal to x. But this is minus cos pi by 3. So cos inverse of. Now how we can take this value or how we can rearrange it such that you will get the same value as that should be in 0 to pi interval. So 0 to pi interval minus cos theta. Minus of cos theta is also equal to. What is minus of cos theta? It is cos of pi minus theta. Cos of pi minus theta is minus cos theta. So it is minus cos pi by 3. So apply this formula here. So it becomes cos of pi minus pi by 3. So it is cos inverse of cos of 2 pi by 3. And now apply this property. Cos inverse of cos x is x. Now check this value 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is permissible or not for inverse function. See the range of in cos inverse 0 to pi. And this is in the interval 0 to pi. So the answer is 2 pi by 3. The value of cos inverse of cos 4 pi by 3 is not 4 pi by 3, but it is 2 pi by 3. Note down this. So I hope now you have finished this. तो जिस तरह से हमने ये साइन और कॉस के लिए प्रॉपर्टीज देखी, ऐसे हम प्रॉपर्टी अब for you can write all the properties for tan inverse, cot inverse, etc. So take the third one, tan inverse of tan x. So tan inverse of tan x is also x, provided that x belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by. For sine inverse, it is closed interval and open interval. Already we have discussed this. Fourth one, cosec inverse of cosec x is x, where x belongs to interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. So this is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 interval except 0. This is the range of the cosec inverse function. Sec inverse of sec x is also x, where x belongs to, now what is the interval for this? It is 0 to pi except pi by 2. Already we have discussed this. This is the range of sec inverse function. And the sixth one, cot inverse of cot x is equal to x. And what about this interval for x? You can write the range of cot inverse function here. And what the range of cot inverse function it is? X belongs to open interval 0 to pi. So these properties are applicable subject to these conditions on X. And if X is not in that interval, then you have to adjust this with the help of allied angle. जैसे हमने अभी सॉल्व किया सम्स. First of all, we have to adjust X to get the value of X in this interval. Okay, let us solve one example on tan. Suppose we have to find value of tan inverse of tan of pi by 6. Now tan inverse of tan x is x. Tan inverse of tan pi by 6. This is the angle pi by 6. And pi by 6 is allowed in this interval. So we can write directly pi by 6. If it is tan inverse of tan of 3 pi by 4. Now check this. जैसे हमने यहाँ पर tan inverse tan pi by 6 को pi by 6 directly लिख दिया. So can we write here 3 pi by 4? We cannot write 3 pi by 4 here because 3 pi by 4 is not in this interval. The angle is not between minus pi by 2 pi by 2. It is greater than pi by 2. 3 pi by 4 is 135 degree hota hai. So this is greater. So use allied angle formula for this. Now which formula we can use here for this tan 3 pi by 4? So it is tan inverse of. Now tan inverse of tan of 3 pi by 4. It is 3 pi by 4. So we can write here as tan of. How to split this 3 pi by 4? It is pi minus pi by 4. देखो pi minus pi by 4 क्या होता है 3 pi by 4. लेकिन यहां पर अब tan inverse of tan, ये जो वैल्यू है tan pi minus theta. What is tan pi minus theta? Tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta. So this becomes tan inverse of minus tan theta. It is tan inverse of minus tan theta. And minus tan theta means tan of minus theta. So यहाँ पर हो जाएगा pi by 4. So minus pi by 4. And minus pi by 4 is in the given interval. That is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So what is the value for this tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4? It is, so answer is minus pi by 4. Now in all these functions, it was composite function sine inverse of sine x. Sine inverse of sine x x. हमने ये देख लिया. अब देखो साइन ऑफ साइन इनवर्स एक्स, साइन ऑफ साइन इनवर्स एक्स सो ऑलरेडी हम लोगों ने x यूज किया था पिछले सेट में प्रॉपर्टीज के. सो टू अवॉइड द कंफ्यूजन हियर, let us take this as y. So let it sine inverse y. Now this is also y, but what is y here? Y is minus 1 to 1. Because see this, it is sine inverse of y. So here we have to write the domain of inverse function. Domain of inverse function, and that is the range of sine function. And range of sine function is minus 1 to 1. So this is sine inverse of y is equal to y. Is, for example, if I write sine inverse of 1 by root 2. अगर मैं पहले से सिंप्लीफाई कर दूं तो साइन इनवर्स 1 बाय रूट 2 हो जाएगा पाई बाय 4, और साइन पाई बाय 4 once again it is 1 by root 2. So this becomes sine pi by 4 because this value is 1 by root 2. So sine inverse 1 by root 2 is pi by 4. And what is sine pi by 4? It is again 1 by root 2. As like this. Why? Here the value is 1. So sine of sine inverse of this. Similarly, write cos inverse y. It is also y, provided that y is in the interval minus 1 to 1. This value, it should be between minus 1 to 1. Same, they say sine inverse. Now tan of tan inverse y. Tan of tan inverse y is y such that y belongs to R. For tan function, what the range of tan function? It is set of all real numbers. Means it is domain of inverse function. Cot of cot inverse y is y, where y belongs to R. Sine of sine inverse, cos of cos inverse, tan of tan inverse, cot of cot inverse. And by the same method, you can write cosec of cosec inverse y is also y. But here, what is the set of values of y? Here, modulus of y should be greater than or equal to 1. According to the range of cosec function. Range of cosec function, that is domain of the cosec inverse function. Remember this range. So all these values of y which are given here represent the range of sine function. और पिछले जो फॉर्मूले थे 1 to 6, उसमें जो x था, and that was the range of inverse function. So here, this is the range of cosec function, and for sec of sec inverse y is also y, and once again, modulus of y is greater than or equal to 1. So these are the 6 properties for the composite function of sine over sine inverse, cos over cos inverse, etc. Now let us solve one question on this property. Suppose we have to find a value of sine of cos inverse of half. Now, if you revise properties, we have discussed properties of sine inverse, cos of cos inverse, tan of tan inverse, etc. But if you observe here, it is sine of cos inverse of 1 by 2. Now to solve this, sine of cos inverse of 1 by 2. Either you can use allied angle formula, that is sine theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. Either you can use this method, or first of all write the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2. You can write the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2 and then sine for that. So sine of, put the value of cos inverse of 1 by 2. Put the value cos inverse 1 by 2 is pi by 3. And now write the value of sine of pi by 3. Sine of pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So in this way you can find it. Or alternative method is, you can use sine theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta property. So if I write sine of cos inverse of half, because this is theta here. So this is sine theta, it is cos of pi by 2 minus theta. You can write this as cos of pi by 2 minus cos of pi by 2 minus cos inverse of 1 by 2. Even you can solve by this method, but again you have to write the value of this cos inverse 1 by 2, then find the angle, and we have to find the corresponding value of this function. And whenever it is possible to write the angle, you can easily solve the sum by substituting value of the given trigonometric function. Now let us try one more example. Suppose you have to find value of cos of sine inverse of minus 1. Find the value of cos of sine inverse of minus 1. Now sine inverse of minus 1. What is the value of sine inverse of minus 1? Put the value. It is minus pi by 2. And now write the value of cos of minus pi by 2. Cos of minus theta is always cos theta. And this value is 0. Now next, property of inverse function. Property number 13. First 6 हो गए sin inverse of sin, cos inverse of cos. Next हो गए sin of sin inverse, cos of cos inverse, etc. And now we are going to write properties for negative values. Properties for negative value. For example, sin inverse of minus x. Sin inverse of minus x. जैसे कि हम लिखते हैं sin inverse of, suppose we have to find value of sin inverse of minus 1. Now to solve the sin inverse of minus 1, suppose sin inverse of minus 1 is x. Then one can write sin x is equal to minus 1. And then you can write here x for which sin ratio is minus 1. So for this function, sin inverse of minus x, you can write directly as minus of sin inverse x. It becomes minus of sin inverse x. कैसे? देखो. Let sin inverse of minus x is theta. Therefore, from this, we can write sin theta. We can write sin theta is equal to minus x. It becomes sin theta equal to minus x. Or x is equal to minus of sin theta. If x is minus of sin theta, then from this, we can write x, we can define theta in terms of sin inverse. So this is, if you write this theta again in terms of inverse function, then it is minus of sin inverse of x. Again by rearranging this. Okay. So I hope you can solve this. How to find theta here? By using property of minus of sin theta. So what is x? X is now sin of minus theta. X is sin of minus theta. Therefore, sin inverse of x is equal to minus of theta. Sin inverse हो गया minus theta. और minus of sin inverse x is equal to theta. But what is theta? It is theta is sin inverse of minus x. So first take this as theta, then write the function in terms of sin theta. Again use this property, sin of minus theta as minus sin theta, and by rearranging we get this result. So this is for sin inverse of minus x. So this is for sin inverse. Now similarly, we are going to write remaining properties. Cos inverse of minus x. Cos inverse of minus x is not directly like first one, but it is pi minus cos inverse x. Next is tan inverse of minus x. Tan inverse of minus x is minus of tan inverse x. Cosec inverse of minus x. Cosec inverse of minus x is similar to this. It is minus of cosec inverse x. Sec inverse minus x. This property is similar to that of cos inverse. So here it should be pi minus cos inverse x. And similarly, you can write tan inverse of minus x. That is cot inverse of minus. Write the property for cot inverse of minus x. It is pi minus cot inverse x. So remember this for cos inverse, for sec inverse, and for cot inverse, it is pi minus cot inverse x. Okay. Now next one. Next property. Sin inverse of x is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon x. Now read this carefully. It is sin inverse x and relation between cosec. So sin inverse x is equal to cosec inverse of, now this is reciprocal of x. As we know that cosec theta, you know that cosec theta is 1 upon sin theta. So according to that relation, here we can derive this formula sin inverse of x is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon x. See, is it? Let sin inverse x is equal to theta. Therefore, sin theta is equal to x. Taking inverted, 1 upon sin theta is equal to 1 upon x. But what is 1 upon sin theta? It is cosec theta, so 1 upon x. And therefore, theta is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon. So theta means sin inverse x. So sin inverse x is equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon x. Yeah. Now since it is sin inverse of x in the LHS, what about this x? Remember this, x belongs to interval minus 1 to 1. X belongs to minus 1 to 1. So can we prove similar property for cos inverse? Yes. Now take the next one. Cos inverse of x must be equal to sec inverse of 1 upon x. Cos and sec, you know the relation between cos and sec. And similarly, third one, we can write tan inverse of x is equal to cot inverse of 1 upon x. Similarly, here also you can write restrictions for this. For sin inverse x, it is minus 1 to 1. But one thing here, since it is cosec inverse of 1 upon x, now minus 1 to 1 means 0 is also there in this interval. So this is not applicable when x is 0. So in addition to this, you have to consider this condition, x not equal to 0. X should not be 0, because if you take 0, then cosec not defined. So these are the properties of inverse function related to reciprocals. Now, next property. Sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x pi by 2, where x again in that permissible interval minus 1 to 1. For example, if I write sin inverse of 1 by 2 plus cos inverse of 1 by 2, this value must be equal to pi by 2. And it is clear because these two angles become complementary angles. As you know, sin inverse of half is pi by 6 and cos inverse of half is pi by 3. Sin 30 1 by 2, cos 60 1 by 2. And these two angles are complementary angles. So the sum is pi by 2. So this is the property related to the property of these two functions. That is, you know that sin theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. Using this property, you can prove this. Sin theta equals to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. This is sum of two complementary angles. So the sum is pi by 2 here. Now similar properties for remaining trigonometric functions, that is tan inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse, cosec inverse. Now write for tan inverse and cot inverse. So tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is pi by 2, where x belongs to R. X is any real number. And you can prove this with the help of relation between tan and cot. Tan theta is equal to cot 90 minus theta means pi by 2 minus theta, or cot theta is equal to tan 90. Also, we can write sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equal to pi by 2. And there is relation between sec and cosec. Sec theta is cosec 90 minus theta, or cosec theta is sec 90 minus theta. With the help of that, you can write this property. And for this sec inverse or cosec inverse, what is the condition on x? That modulus of x should be greater than or equal to 1. Okay, now let us solve one example based on this property, and how these properties are useful or applicable. Okay. Suppose we have to find the value of sine inverse of cos of, or take this example, cos inverse of sine of pi by 6. Now to find cos inverse of sine of pi by 6. So we can write this as cos inverse. Since it is sine pi by 6, first of all write this in terms of cos. So it is sine theta. It is cos of pi by 2 minus theta. Means here pi by 6. We can write here pi by 6. So it becomes cos inverse of cos of, so pi by 2 minus pi by 6 means it is pi by 3. And we can use the property of cos inverse of cos x. Pi by 3 is in the interval 0 to pi. So this value is pi by 3. And if question is like this, if it is sine of cos inverse of root 3 by 2, then how to solve this? Sine of cos inverse of root 3 by 2. So here also we can use the property for this cos inverse of root 3 by 2. So we can write cos inverse of this using property sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. We can write this as pi by 2 minus sin inverse of root 3 by 2. Then converting this to sin inverse and simplifying this, you will get the solution for sin of cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Try this. So revise all these properties of inverse function. In addition to these, 4 more properties are there. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss those properties and then questions on these properties of inverse trigonometry functions. So today we stop here. Have a nice day.